What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Celestia Radio. It is your host, Matthias, back at it with my friends Nat and Dalit. We talking about some games. But first, hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, g'day everyone. Yeah, I'm doing alright. How about you, Dalit?
I'm doing all right. Apparently, I'm just sending shots at everyone tonight. But other than that,
Yeah,
I'm doing really good.
I mean, that's better than your dying last week.
Yeah, it was true.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I didn't feel great.
Well, I am glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
It is very good to hear that. That's great because we have to catch up, and I don't mean the condiment. I mean, we need to actually catch up because we talked about
I was literally about to make a joke.
I knew you were about to make the joke. I was cutting it off before it came up.
Damn it.
Really gonna relish tonight, aren't I?
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You guys do this.
He put you into the ranch, Matt.
I hate it here, listeners. Why did I ever do this?
Yeah, why did you? Want to tell us about the podcast backstory?
The podcast backstory is I just really wanted to have a podcast where I sat and talked with my friends for a couple hours about whatever the heck I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't think it was going to be subjected to endless puns. I put Dalit and you on here, not Leek and Dan.
It's true. It's true. You have gotten by with minimal puns because it is me and not Leek. Leek would have been on top of that. I never would have gotten it out. She would have beaten me to it. For a fact, they would have absolutely beaten it to the punch.
Yep.
Oh man. But yeah, so we had a little bit of a break there. I'm sure our regular listeners are very aware of this, but if you're listening back to this, later in the future, hello future, hopefully it's better than now. We had a break between 2 weeks ago and the episode before that. This is 58.
Yeah.
So between 55 and 56, there was like a 3-week break. It was a lot of stuff that happened. Things kind of... Well, I made decisions to do things thinking I had more time, or it would take less time than it did, and then it took longer. And then, on top of that, I also had a trip. So, it ended up being 3 weeks without us having an episode. And so, we came back, and we were all super Poke-pilled and focused on Pokemon. So, we did the Pokemon pick our team episode. And,
which was fun.
Which was very fun. It was a fun episode. But we never actually got to catch up and, things like that. So that's going to be a little bit of what tonight is. Also, looking at what we've been playing and, things like that. So yeah, I guess in those 3 week span, you guys were good. Nothing tragic happened or life-changing. Everything's pretty normal. Dalit picked up a new hobby.
Wow.
Other than that.
I did pick up a new hobby. Yeah, it's true.
Wait, what hobby is this?
Just different games.
Oh,
different
okay.
Situations.
Oh, okay. I love that he's genuinely not picking up on what it is, but
that's very funny.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Takes a second. It's fine.
It's fine. But yeah, I went on a fun trip. The way I explain the trip when people ask, where I went, what I was doing, the way I explain it, because it's the easiest way to explain it, is I went to my friend's wedding, because it was essentially what they were doing in place of an actual wedding. Just had a bunch of their friends over and celebrated because they didn't want to do the actual wedding thing. And that's how it was explained to me. So I was like, all right, I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. So I'm like, well, that's cool. So, I mean, that's what I went to. Dalit was supposed to be going with me originally, but things came up and he wasn't able to make it, and he was missed.
I do regret not going. Alas.
At least you didn't have to stand on the side of the highway for like 3 hours.
Oh, that's
Very
fun.
true. I certainly didn't.
So, for reference, I went up to Boston, essentially. It wasn't actually in Boston, but that's the roundabouts. That's the state. And so, what had happened was we had had this big plan. We were all going to meet up at the most central location of all the hotels everybody was staying at, and meet up there. Our friends have rented this, big like limousine bus, party bus thing for us all to hop on. We were going to go into Boston. We were going to go to big arcade, nice fancy dinner, and I think we were supposed to do bowling and something else like that.
Right.
So fun for me. The meetup location was my hotel, so I didn't actually have to go anywhere, which was great. That means I got to sleep in the most.
Nice.
But yep, got up. We all met up, gathered up. Fun story about the hotel. I think I got discriminated against.
I'm sorry.
They can
Go
tell you're a
on.
Floridian.
I think I got discriminated against. I think
As a southerner, as a redhead,
as a ginger. I think I'm assuming it's because I was ginger.
There it is.
There was some ginger discrimination going on. I got there. So see, I picked my hotel because all the hotels like in the area were like listed out by our friends that all our friends that live there was like, all right, here's the hotels in the area from cheapest to most expensive and whatnot. And so I was looking at the hotels and I was gonna go with one on the. I was gonna go with like not the most expensive one, but probably like the one below it. Was what I was originally going to do. But then I saw the one that I picked, and it was on the lower end, but it had higher reviews, like notably higher reviews than the second most expensive one. And I'm like, well, if its reviews are so much better and it's cheaper, I'll just go with that, save myself a little bit of money, right?
Right.
And I looked at the pictures, and everything in the pictures looked really nice. So I was just like, all right, yeah, I'll go with this one. And that's what I did. And
So
outside
no blood stained beds or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing like that. It looked really nice. And everything outside, on the outside when I got there, looked really nice. I'm like, okay, cool. I walk in, I check in. They say, all right, you're in this room. It's at the end down there. And like it's one of those like long hotels. So I'm like, okay.
Right.
So I go down to my room. I went in and I looked around and I'm like, all right, it's nice. Not like the pictures, but it's
There it is.
Surprise.
Yeah.
It wasn't awful. I have 100% stayed in worse places, much worse places. But it was not as nice as the pictures. But it was clean. So I'm like, all right, you know what, this worked. It's fine. I'll make do with this. It's whatever. I'm only here for a few days anyway. No big deal. Didn't think anything of it. Spent the rest of that day. I went and got some food from this brick oven place across the street. Did a little walking around just the median area. Went to bed. Woke up the next day. Went to meet everybody out front. Then one of my friends that was also staying in the hotel, also there for it, showed where he was staying, which was on the closer end, down there. And I was looking, and I'm just like, oh yeah, everybody is kind of down on this end. Why did they put me way down there? That's strange. Because nobody else was down there, and I'm just like, well, that's odd. And then
What if we put him near the rest of them and they catch it?
Yeah, and then we looked in his room, and his room was really nice, like the pictures.
Right.
And this place wasn't fully booked or fully packed when I got there, mind you. So I'm just like, wait, why did I get put way down there in the room that clearly hasn't been touched up yet, by myself, like isolated?
That's so fucking funny.
They discriminated against the ginger. I walked in the door and they were like, oh crap, it's a ginger. Go, get him out of here. Which is even funny because the person standing at it makes it even funnier because the person that was initially standing at the counter,
dyed red hair, almost a certainty.
no,
Damn.
I walked in. They turned around, walked into the room connecting to the, like, behind the counter and tapped the other person on the shoulder and had them come help me. And I was just like, wait, what? And then they kind of, wandered out of view. And I'm like, oh, maybe they had something to do. But now I'm thinking like, oh, they just really didn't like gingers, huh? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Is it true?
Quick, if we don't put him as far away from everyone, they might just start popping up left, right, and center. Everyone knows that ginger is spread through breathing. It's like the flu.
Like, maybe. It's not happened with anybody else I know, so.
I mean, realistically, we do know why they did it. You would have snatched all their souls.
Yeah, that's probably fair. They did look like the sort that worried about their soul, so maybe they didn't want me taking it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, too bad.
It's
too bad.
Like,
I took
realistically, well, you had to walk further for it though, so there you have it.
It's true. But thankfully, getting stranded.
They figured they knew you were on vacation. It was time off. You probably wouldn't actually want to get out and walk to read. So.
Yeah, it's true. But then I got stranded there waiting for a ride, so I was sitting in the office.
Fantastic.
Well, that's what you get for not using your gate as a warlock, Matt.
Yeah.
As a demo warlock.
It's just, I try to be nice to people, but look where it gets me.
Oh, fuck that. Use your gate.
Potential story for that post show, maybe. So, anyways, with the event itself. So the bus shows up. We all pile up on the bus. Fun times. Bus ride was cool. We got on. Everybody was chill. We were having a laugh. We were talking about, I think we were talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't remember what brought it up, but we were talking about like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. And then we get going, get on the highway, and we're on the highway for maybe 5 minutes. Couldn't have been much more than that. And so when we started going, even before, right as we got on the highway and we're going, I was looking up and I saw like a temperature thing. And I'm like, man, he's got it warm in here. And I'm like, it is kind of warm in here. I was like, whatever. And I'm just like,
it's not AC.
Yeah, and I was just like, maybe because it's a big like dark vehicle, so I'm like, it attracts the sunlight. It probably was really warm in there while he was waiting for all of us to get there and get in and turn it on and whatnot. So I'm like, maybe it'll start cooling down, and it wasn't. And it was just getting warmer.
Fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we're all talking about Avatar.
Was that like drinks, like alcoholic drinks in that as well?
No, nothing like that. It
Oh,
wasn't
wait,
one of those.
just wait.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those.
Oh, okay, waiting.
But we were talking about Avatar and then talking about like the little groups we were in. Me and Leek were chatting about something as well in between all of this. And then all of a sudden, I realized we're slowing down. And I'm like, why are we slowing down? And then they pull off to the side of the highway. I'm like, what's going on? And then James gets up at the front and he's like, all right, everybody out. And I'm like, huh? And I look out the front window and you just see smoke. Just like massive column of smoke coming from under the hood of this thing. And I'm like, oh, this thing's on fire. It's about to blow up. Okay. Out. So we all like file out as fast as we can, and then we walk, a good little bit down the highway from it, as it is massively smoking everywhere. Right. And we're like, and I'm sitting here like, oh, we're about to watch this thing blow up. Kind of cool. It didn't blow up. I don't think it actually caught on fire either. It might have, but I don't think it did.
I mean, all you have to do is just pour water on the engine, but yeah.
I didn't smell any fire, but there was a lot of smoke, so it could have. And then, so we're sitting there, and it's smoking, and so the driver comes over. He's talking to our friends that organized it, and they're like, "We're gonna see about if we can get somebody else, send them to send another one out here. So hang tight to pick y'all up." And so it's like an hour ish And it goes from, we're going to get another bus this size, then to 2 smaller buses to fit everybody in.
Right.
And, time goes, and then like an hour-ish, maybe it was like closer to an hour and a half or whatnot. He comes up and he's like, all right, they're not sending anybody. Like, what do you mean they're not sending anybody? And there's like, they're not sending anybody. So,
were they were they full or like were they packed?
I have no idea. I wasn't the one doing the communications with them.
Right.
If I had the case of, we've rented out this, we saw how old the person who rented it out was, we saw how many people they rented it out. Fuck them.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
this is what they get.
It's very likely that's what it was.
Which is strange because we're not kids anymore. We're adults. That shouldn't be a thing.
It really shouldn't. But also
now
it
that
was.
Said,
yeah.
Do you know? Maybe never mind. We probably shouldn't say that on stream. There is a chance it was just a smaller company. I mean, it was only meant to take you to and fro to dinner, so maybe a smaller company. Maybe they didn't.
Well, it was supposed.
No,
it was supposed to take us around for all of our traveling for the day.
Oh,
yeah, because there were a couple different stops, like where dinner was, where the arcade was, those kind of things. And it was also supposed to bring us home that evening. And what I thought the issue might have been is like the place was actually like the main center of operations for it was like located in the city proper, and they sent somebody out. So I don't know. I don't know how small or big the company was or anything like that. I do know the driver had said something to somebody in passing. He was like, this is strange. This is the second time this has happened to me. And it's like, what? So we've been there like maybe an hour. Maybe less, but I'm pretty sure it was about an hour. Maybe even a little bit over, but I wasn't actually watching time during this. All I know is it was hot. And we happened to be on the side of the interstate where there was no shade. So
you didn't take shade from the bus?
Well, the bus was on fire.
Yeah, but you
Furthermore, that's currently the hottest thing that's around them. But no, I happened to have a look-see at the weather when you all were over there. It was like 32 degrees.
Oh.
So that was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
Or maybe it was more than 32 degrees, actually.
No, that's about right.
It was into the 90s, right?
No, it didn't get that hot, I don't think. I think it was like 80s. Maybe it did.
Okay, then 32 degrees.
I have a really hard time judging temperature without humidity.
That's fair, man.
Yeah, I mean, Florida is...
It was between 32 to 35 degrees. It wasn't like cook an egg, but it was, there's no shade around you and there's no place to go. Well, it's super unfortunate.
Yeah, and I am very pale and very hurt and allergic to the sun.
Too right, actually. I mean, the car was on fire. You could probably cook an egg on that. So
yeah. True. And it was about midday. So.
Oh yeah, no. Then you were fucking taking the full brunt of the sun.
Yep, it sucked. It sucked. So yeah, we and I'm like, oh, allergic to the sun. The sun hurts. Ginger.
Yeah, white people things.
I'm like, this is awful. I'm gonna die. But around about the time when they were like, okay, so they're not sending anyone. I'm like, what do you mean they're not sending anyone? We suggest you call an Uber.
Oh yes.
Okay. We're gonna call an Uber to come pick us up on the side of the highway. And so
what's the group number at the time?
Let's see, there was 1, 2
just guesstimate.
13 people?
Yeah.
Somewhere between 13
3,
and 15.
4 Ubers.
Yeah, we were thinking about three Ubers should get everybody. And so people started, organizing that, trying to figure that out. At this time, the bus had stopped smoking and was just sitting there. No fire, no smoke, and that's when
Still cooking.
that's when the paler folks among us went and hid in the shade from the bus.
Yep, as they should.
And so we were hanging out there, talking about Pokemon, while people were trying to figure out Ubers. And then we're sitting there, we're talking, we're hanging out. And no Ubers are showing up. People have ordered Ubers aren't showing up. And then we're like, at one point, one Uber was like, it's like further up the highway going the opposite direction and we can't cross, so we need to figure something else out. And then one person was like, I think they're on the overpass, like in the town over the highway. We have no way up to that. And they're just like, they're getting Ubers are like all over the place, but not where we are. And like, it was at the point where just nobody was coming. And so we're like, okay, bus is dead. Ubers aren't coming. What do we do? I mean, people were just continuously trying to get Ubers to come because we didn't really have anything else we could do at this point.
Man, this is sounding like a very like American comedy fucking movie right now.
It does seem like you were a part of a sitcom. Because whilst all that was happening, my biggest trouble was, I had an uncomfortable poo. So, by comparison, really not that bad.
Wish I was getting paid like it was a sitcom.
Too fair.
Eventually, as we're sitting here, some of us, like, obviously some people were a little agitated at this point.
I mean, I would be if nothing is getting done.
It was mostly, the organizers who were very, very upset with how this all played out. Understandably so. And then a state trooper pulled up.
Oh, good. Finally, something's going to get done, surely.
And
surely, right?
And
yeah, 100%.
He walks up. He's like, "What's going on, y'all?" And so we tell him what's happening, and they're like, "Yeah, bus broke down, trying to get Ubers, etc., etc." And we give him the whole rundown. And so he goes over and he talks to the guy that drives the bus and looks at it with him or whatever. And so then he comes back over to us and he's like, "All right, we think we can get the bus going again, and just up the way a little bit is an access way that I can get y'all into. It'll put you back into town." He's like, "So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get them to follow. We're gonna get you in. The bus should be able to make it to that access way to put you back in town, and that way you can at least actually get an Uber where you are to pick you up, because you'll be in town and not on the side of the interstate."
Yep.
And quite frankly, he really just saved us. He was a really cool dude, really, really chill, and helped us out a immense amount. And yeah, that's what we did. So we piled back on the
sheriff's office in Massachusetts. I apologize. I really thought you'd be as useless as everywhere else. Well done.
Yeah, he was great.
Well done.
He was a young dude. He had like a full sleeve on his arm of like tats. Like, I was like, okay, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then so he got us up to that access road, opened it up, let us drive through it into the town, and he was like, "All right, y'all are good to go. Have a nice day." And we're like, "Thank you so much. You really helped us out, save the day." And he went on about his business. And so the access road put us on the road that just a few feet up, we're back at the hotel where we started, essentially.
Right.
And so we just went back into the hotel and sat in the lobby of like the office area, essentially.
I did see the pictures. At least you all look like you had fun eventually.
Yeah. And then we, got some Ubers, went to our host's house, and it was just like, well, all of our reservations kind of fell through because, the bus died. So we can order some food, go to their place like we did, and just hang out. And that's where, like, all right, yeah, sounds good to us. Like, no need to stress it. Like, it's whatever. We're just here to hang out with everybody, have a good time, celebrate, our friends. And so that's what we did. We watched K-pop Demon Hunters. We ordered some banging pizza. Like, oh my god. And then sat around, talked about D&D, video games, and yeah, watched K-pop Demon Hunters, and we had a freaking blast. It was amazing. Hey. And we did it all again the next day. Except this time, instead of ordering pizza, our host cooked for us, and it was really, really good. And we had a blast
Oh,
talking about
man.
D&D and everything. It was amazing.
I forgot, and I stopped being disappointed. Now I'm back to being disappointed. How was the food? I wanted to have their food.
Oh, dude, you missed out.
I love when, yeah, I love when people cook. Unless they can't cook, in which case I will pretend for their sake to love their food.
There would be
Because
no
I like when my
pretending needed
friends
here.
try to do things for me. But now I'm really sad again.
Yeah, it was, man. Honestly, that was okay. So for me, when I travel, for me, you travel for food, right? Because food's the best way to learn about the area you're in. Also, like if you go to like even like an especially foreign place, it's a good way to learn the culture as well. I love food. The food was by far like one of the highlights of this trip. The brick oven place I ate at, the pizza we ordered that next day, the food that was prepared, it was just mwah, every bit of it delicious.
Yummy. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a great trip. It was a lot of fun, a lot of talk about D&D, Pokemon, video games, just general hanging out with friends, having a good old time, drinks to had, good food, just a good time. There was a little bit of adventure there, kind of at the start of it all, but other than that, it was just all really good time.
Again,
I happened to choose, on top of choosing the hotel that was discriminatory against gingers, I also chose apparently the most boring hotel of all the hotels everybody stayed out. Because one of the hotels looked like it was straight out of a horror movie set. I was like, dude, like it was a really nice hotel apparently, but it looked like, just looking at it when you were inside of it, like it was the set of some kind of horror movie, and it was sick. And I'm like, dude, that's so cool. And the other one was just like,
I think that would get on my nerves because a lot of horror movies start with Le Hotel or Motel, and
and then the other one was this really cool like historic lodge that also had like really good like free like fresh made pastries and coffee if you were a guest. I'm just like, God dang, I failed in my decision.
Yeah. But hey, at least you now know for next time.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to one of the other places next time. But yeah, it was really cool. It was a really good time. Had a blast. On the way back, since my flight out was later than a lot of people, hung out at my friend's house, and we ended up watching what's it called? Bar Rescue. I don't know. I can't remember why we were watching that, but we were watching that, and then I hopped on my plane, got stranded in Philadelphia for like 6.5 hours, and then finally got home that night around somewhere between midnight and 1.
Yeah, fun.
Great travel time for you. Excellent time out. Wonderful.
Yeah.
God. I mean, at very least, it's not.
You distracted me so big with that. Thank you.
I did. This was on purpose. But yeah, like all things considered, I'm happy you went. Happy you saw everyone. Very jealous. There are plenty of people who I would have loved to have met having gone out there. And goddamn you for having better food than I did.
Yeah.
Just how it goes.
I feel like I want to tell you this after hanging out with them. Me, you, in Austin, together.
Yeah, this checks out.
Would be dangerous to anybody and everybody around us. In fact, our hosts might have killed us.
So that was my thought. It's like, I feel like we would get assaulted and they would be in the right for assaulting us. I feel like we would bring that upon ourselves.
I feel like, yeah, it's very likely, but it was so much fun. And like, I didn't know everybody, but everybody I didn't know was genuinely, I'd be happy to call a friend, and I was very, very happy to have met and got to hang out with. They were all really cool people. So, and then I got to see some friends as well that I knew and I hadn't seen for a long time, which was nice. But it was an amazing trip, beginning to end. being stranded in Philly part wasn't even that bad. It was more so I really want to eat some of the like food, but I don't know how long I'm stuck here, and I don't want to screw my stomach up while I'm stuck in the airport. So I'm like,
yeah, fair, understandable.
So I was
anything to not miss the flight.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna be really tame here, and I ate some pretzels. Because when all else fails, airports usually have an Auntie Anne's, and so I went into the Auntie Anne's and got some pretzels.
Nice.
I really wanted to eat a smash burger before I left, though, because I was starving for some actual food. Unfortunately, I did not.
Yeah, I bet you had fun with your American comedy movie episode thing.
Yeah, it was great. Then I ended up traveling again last weekend because it was my brother's birthday, so I went and surprised him for his birthday, which is why last week's episode was uploaded late. Sorry about that, everybody. My bad.
I need to apologize.
No, there's an absolute reason to apologize. Expectations are had of us.
Oh,
no, I mean, obviously being late is fine, man.
Yeah, well,
we get it.
I appreciate it. It was a very last moment thing because I didn't think I'd be able to make it, and then I was. So it was hey, surprise! I was able to make it. So not only are you surprised in this surprise party we're throwing you, because he didn't know any of us were coming. His wife and the best man from his wedding planned it all, and we all just kind of trickled in, and he was very confused. I scared the ever loving shit out of him.
Oh, sorry.
So we pulled up in like outside their house, and because it was like midnight, 1 o'clock, and I knew they were up because I was texting people that were there. And so I'm like, all right, I know where they are because they're playing a board game, and I know where their board game room is. It's right by like where their side door is.
Right.
So I just walked up to the side door, put my face against the window, and then slapped my hand on it. So just looking out the window on the side door, you just see, the darkness of the, yard right there. And then just all of a sudden, my face in the window with my hand. And my brother just happens to be looking directly there. And he's just like, oh my God. Like, he jumped for a second, like, who the heck's at my window? It was great. And then his face went from, like, panic to, wait, why is Matt outside my house? Like, such confusion. And then it went to, hey!
Again.
Remind me again.
Matt's fun house.
True. Remind me again why you had gone there. Just once more.
For my brother?
Yeah.
A surprise party for his birthday.
Yeah, okay. So, what was your gift? A heart attack?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to be sure. I mean, that seems like the brotherly thing to do.
I mean, yeah. What else would I do? Yeah, like I said, there was a good time had. I was only there really for like a day, and then came back. Showed up at like 1, gave the hug, said hey to everybody. Then everybody went to bed. Then the next day we got together, had breakfast, played board games all day. Then went and did an escape room. Came home, played a couple more board games, went to bed. Next day, came home. So it was a good little trip. But
yeah,
man, oh man,
excellent.
Has it put me behind on gaming?
Yeah,
all the traveling has
do that.
You didn't miss much.
All the traveling has thrown me behind on the games because.
I mean, now let's be clear here, though. How far behind can you be when you have a wish list of over 400 games?
Exactly. Yeah, that should tell you how behind I am.
I mean, yeah, but my point is, does this make a meaningful addition? I feel like we're adding specs to the top of a mountain.
You might
if
be
anything,
right.
It stops you from, just constantly adding more fucking games to your list.
No,
it
didn't.
A good thing, by
it
the
didn't
way.
stop me from doing that.
Oh, bullshit.
What are you talking about? I was with a bunch of people that played video games. I was getting recommendations left and right. Like, oh, you're right. That's
it's
cool.
true. Yeah, that makes sense.
So no, that's what I've been up to, and that, also part of the delay in that big absence was because I completely renovated my room in the house. So it looks really nice now. You've both seen it now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody that's come by my streams recently will have seen it because I'm streaming from the new setup. So yeah, it's super nice. I really, really like the new setup. It is much more comfortable, and while it may not seem like it, it is roomier as well, I feel like. So it's
All
nice.
right.
So
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, new desk, and I got the new case. My new computer will go in, sitting right here next to me. Very pretty.
Oh, nice.
Now, when I get the rest of the money, I'll get the stuff that goes inside that.
Yeah.
So that's what I was up to. I can jump into that, backlist of gaming, or do y'all have anything y'all want to share about what y'all have been up to?
Jared Doll, talk about your poos.
That was the reason I couldn't make that trip, by the way. Like, that is unironically not a joke. That is actually why I couldn't make it. I've been we talked about it last week. I've been playing an egregious amount of Pokemon, and that comes from someone who, by and large, doesn't have a lot of nice things to say about the current state of Pokemon. So naturally, I played the games that are least like Pokemon. I played the old Pokemon games and Arceus, so barely Pokemon, if you ask me.
I call BS on your victory in Platinum.
Listen, it wasn't pretty. It was... When you go to war, you can't think about honor. You have to think about results. Honor is for men that accept death. I wanted to win, damn it. So 27 high potions, 2 max revives, and a whole lot of stalling later.
You had used some revival herbs as well.
I did, but I used 3, because 2 of them were revival herbs. One of them was a max revive. Well spotted.
I was there. Yeah, I was rooting for your downfall, as any good friend does.
He was. He said something. Cynthia promptly tossed out her new Pokemon, and it didn't ever stop flinching me. Anyhow, so anyways, I'll make it real brief. I played through Pokemon Legends Arceus. Wonderful time. Not a game that I thought I would enjoy more than I did. I think by losing so much of the RPG elements of it, I became less interested in it. There was a lot of aspects I kind of dug. Like, I did enjoy the fact that nobody lied. The battle system does kind of feel like a really watered down 10 experience. I see what people see there 100%. But catching the Mons felt less, despite being the main attraction. It certainly did. Like, the quality of life on capture was wonderful. I was able to fill out the entire decks, which is something that I've never done since Crystal. So it's been a few years.
Yeah.
But overall, the experience just felt a little hollow. The story was... people say it's better than Pokemon game stories on the whole. I don't think that's true. I think this is every bit the Pokemon game as anything else. It's a fine game. I'm not displeased I played through it. I'm super happy I did. I am, however, completely uninterested in ZA.
That's fair.
Then I played Platinum. And to go from...
Well, hold on. Sorry. Let me just stop you right there. You didn't play Platinum. You stalled Platinum. Thank you very much.
I'll get to it, because you're not wrong. You're absolutely correct. I have played. I've said this before. I've played Gen 1, Gen 2, and then I didn't play another gen until Gen 7.
Mhm.
7? Sun and Moon.
7.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, 7. So I have about 5 generations worth of I didn't play. So when I finished PLA, people were like, you should play Platinum for the full experience of Sinnoh. And I said, you know what? You're right. I should. And so I did. And I played through, and oh boy, Pokemon games are a grind. And I didn't want to grind, so I didn't. Turns out completely valid. You do not need to grind. The game just gets much harder. Moreover, I don't like playing on swap anymore because the Pokemon games are really easy.
They're really
we can all
easy.
agree on this, right? Even the old games that are hard are actually quite easy.
I mean, I beat Cynthia without having to use 27 of those potions or any of those revives or whatnot. So I don't.
We'll get to Cynthia. Cynthia's different. By and large, Pokemon games don't ask a lot of you. You can be wildly overleveled, and whenever you get a kill, you can switch to a new Pokemon because they'll tell you, "Hey, we're gonna throw this one in." Wink. So you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw in this counter." Yeah, we're gonna throw in this counter and be done. So I didn't do that. I said, you know what, I'll go in. Whoever's on the field, that's who it is. If I have to switch, I have to give up a turn to switch. And that in and of itself doesn't make the game tremendously more difficult, but does make it surprisingly more difficult than you would think.
Especially when you're not
because
leveling.
they get a free extra turn.
Pretty much, yeah. Like not having that free extra turn is surprisingly impactful. So yeah, I was doing everything underleveled, and I didn't switch, obviously. So it was fine up until Gym 3. I say it's fine. I did not win everything up until then, but my losses were like, yeah, I was just dumb, or it was a crit. What are you gonna do? Gym 3 is Gym 3. Gym 3 is Fantina, so I guess it was fine till Gym 4.
The fighting chick. It starts with them.
Gym 5.
Gym 5.
Because I started the game, I lost to Barry because he withdrew into max defense and then raced me down, and I didn't think that was going to happen. So my own fault, fair enough. I won't let that happen again. Proceeded to go to Rourke. Swept. Well, I say swept. He had 3 Pokemon. I got through the first 2 just fine. And his Cranidos then proceeded to flinch my on-screen mob, 2-shot it, and proceeded to 1-shot everything that came out afterwards. So we put a different mon up front, beat him second try, no problem.
Cranidos came in with the RKO.
I wasn't prepared. Like flinch, boom, KO. Next mon.
I was
flinch,
waiting for
boom,
it was foreshadowing what was to come.
KO. It's like, oh, okay, that was unexpected. Rechallenged, it was fine. I didn't even have to grind. I just had to go in again and be smart about it. The next few gyms were either easy because type advantage. I literally took Staravia into the bug and just rolled it. And
the grass, the
grass, I just rolled that gym. That gym was not a problem. Fantina wasn't a problem, and I don't remember why she wasn't, because her team is ghosts, and my team was not prepared to deal with ghosts, but I did. And then Maylene, and I got really scared when Lucario came out and did bad things. So and this is where it begins. This is where Nat was getting at. This is where it begins. My game plan for the game going forward was, we're going to be cheesy as hell. So I just double teamed myself into a position where I couldn't be touched. I just couldn't be. I don't know. We'll get there, Matthew.
Just making sure it was
noted. Yep. And I swept her team. I got to Crash Awake, and this is truly where it began. I am horrifically...
This actually pisses me off.
I am horrifically underleveled at this point. I have not gone to the mansion. I have not fought like 12 trainers that could give me experience because I didn't know. This is my first time through. I'm blind. Dawn literally says, I am going to the mansion. I'll see you there. And I went, yeah, sure. All right. I've already been to the mansion, though. You mean the one over by Hardhome? No? Oh, all right. That's weird. So I get into Pistoria. There's nothing to do. I fight the gym. First, everyone who's a trainer there, easiest pace, right? We
Right.
roll them. We get to Crasher Wake. He leads with a Gyarados. It eats my team. I think my God of War survives one attack. Thunders or something. Electric attacks him. Goes down. Brings in a Floatzel, which just wrecks whatever's left of my team. It's literally me. Yeah, so I thought it was the Gyarados. I feel justified in thinking it was the Gyarados.
No,
this Weasel came in.
Floatzel.
Sorry, Breezel, Floatzel. This Floatzel comes in and says, "Oh yeah, oh you thought I was a joke, huh?" And showed me them hands. It was brutal.
Yeah.
So we get down to my ace. I came into Platinum liking Shellos and Gastrodon. I thought they were just neat little guys. I liked this Pokemon. Not top 5, but it's a Pokemon whose name I know, and I like it. So it goes on to my team. And I have on that Pokemon Earthquake, which I got earlier. I have... Oh no, I don't think I had Earthquake on at the time. Hey.
No, didn't you give your... Did you send your Earthquake, or did you give it to your
Oh, no, the Gastrodon got the Earthquake. I just may not have had it at the time. Regardless, the moveset on this Gastrodon is toxic. Unfortunately, I mean that both literally and metaphorically, because one of the few things I found before going into Crasher Wake was toxic. Yeah. Anyone who has played Pokemon understands what is going to happen next. 1v4 or 1v3, this Gastrodon toxics something, and then we just heal our way through the fight, letting the toxic do all of the damage. I went through 3 Mons higher level than me, praying none of them crit. I had no reason to win this. Honestly, what should have happened is I should have gotten one shot. I should have gone out to train to level up for, like, I don't know, nigh on 10 levels or something. Gone back in and actually had a decent fight.
I fucking hate Stolen Tackets so goddamn much. Every time I see it in fucking competitive, I'm just like, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's either Sweeper or don't fucking participate. It's in competition.
Well,
Sweeper playstyle, best playstyle. I don't care what anyone says.
So anyway, I toxicked and I stalled. And that was my strategy for the rest of the game. Look, I had a couple of good matchups wherein it was fine, and like I think Byron wasn't much of an issue, but by and large, I would toxic and I would wait it out. And I was the worst, and I loved that for me.
I was the worst, and I loved that for me.
I loved that for me. And that worked all the way to the Elite Four, where that did not work anymore. I mean, honestly, I kind of just rolled over Volkner at that point because I don't know why you would put a gym leader after the end of your story, but they did, and I was so strong.
They've done that for fucking
ever, always. Yeah, they shouldn't do that. You get so strong really that last gym leader is not a problem.
Especially, again, like as much as I like Volkner in terms of like design and all that, yeah, electric Pokemon are just so fucking easy to.
They're so easy to deal with.
At that point, you have to deal with probably one of the best elements in the game, with ground being their main weakness.
Exactly. I had a Gastrodon with Earthquake, and also, if for whatever reason something happened to it, I had a Garchomp in my back line. What are you gonna do, mate?
It's so fucking funny because Rock and Ground type have been like literally the best elements between like 1 and 5 gens or something like that. So anyway, if you're weak to Ground type.
Yeah. So I sweep through. I get to the Elite Four. It's fine. It's mostly fine. Like I lose a Pokemon here and there on each gym leader, but it's fine. Then we get to her,
the best girl.
So Cynthia leads with a Spiritomb. For those not in the know, this is Generation 4. Yeah, Spiritomb is Ghost Dark.
Yes, that's correct.
There is no fairy in this game. This thing has no weaknesses.
No weaknesses. And it is immune to fighting and normal types.
I think it hits me with Silverwind 3 times. I think it gets 2 Omni boosts, which sucks. So my
Which was
poor
funny because you were
Houndoom-
sitting there fighting it, and you're like, "What is Silverwind? Why do you know a bug move?" And then it gets the Omni boost,
Yeah, I was
and you're like,
like-
"Oh."
Yeah, I was just like, why on earth would Spiritomb know a bug move? Omni boost hits. Oh no. So
Yeah.
Houndoom didn't die. We do take it out, but at this point, this poor Houndoom has no PP on anything.
Right.
Lucario
Unlucky.
comes in, and either Houndoom takes care of it, or Houndoom and someone else takes care of it. Not a problem. I'm very surprised by this. She sends in something else. It's not
Milotic.
Roserade, Togekiss, or Garchomp. Milotic, right? Gardevoir hits it with a Thunderbolt, and it dies.
Okay, good.
So I'm
Because I was
thinking
going to
at this
say,
point,
if you don't have an answer to melodic, that's a second wall. But yeah, go on.
oh no, I
Continue.
have a Gardevoir with Thunderbolt. I have the best
As you should.
electric type in the first 4 generations.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking at this point, like, all right, honestly, that's not so bad. I've done pretty well. And then that fucking Roserade shows up. Let me tell you something about this Roserade that you don't know. It knows Sludge Bomb. No, you know that. That's fine. Listen. That Sludge Bomb takes out my Houndoom, my Staraptor, my Gardevoir, and who's my other one? The fourth one I had on me that
Lucario?
kind of...
No, Lucario
Oh, yeah, and
still type.
no,
It would have been
Lucario...
immune. It would have been immune.
No, yeah,
to Poison.
Lucario was bait for later. So it takes out those 3. And I can't even bring them back because it didn't just kill them. It didn't, like, beat them in a fight. It one-shots them.
Yeah. So
I was
surprise,
cackling with such
surprise,
joy.
surprise, surprise. Cynthia's team, the devs, they're like, you know what? Let's make Cynthia have a full blown like competitive team, like EV trained, IV trained, you know, meta fucking
side note,
moves and all that.
It doesn't have the EV IVs until a rematch.
Are you sure?
Yep,
Because I'm
I looked it.
pretty sure
I looked it
that
up while he was fighting it.
Oh,
It's
well,
fine.
they-
I was 10 levels below her. It didn't need the EVs.
Oh, that would explain it. Yeah. So you just got stabbed, sludge bomb. Yep. And then
It was
shot you.
awful. I was like, I can't even bring... Because I think I brought one of them back once just to take a hit so I could heal up Gardevoir. No. It was awful. It was the grossest thing I've ever seen. I forget how I killed it. I'm pretty sure I had to send in Gastrodon early, who I wanted to save for Garchomp.
It wasn't Gastrodon.
That's
no, because Gastrodon would have
that's
got
risky
one shot by
because
the
Gastrodon's
grass.
4 times weak to. Yeah, because it's 4 times
I
weak
think
to
it
grass.
did, because I didn't know that.
You did.
And I
You're
think-
right, because you had to bring it back
And I
later. It was
think
Lucario.
energy, yeah.
you sent Lucario
Yeah.
in, and that's what finished it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it was like an energy drain, and an energy ball. I'm like, surely I live this, right?
No.
Shells in the comments. Are you kidding me? 4 times weakness, you're screwed. Turns out, yeah, that one was just on me. I just wasn't even thinking.
No.
I don't remember how I got past this thing. I'm keeping it because obviously what I've been leaving out is Cynthia full restores not one of her mons. Every single one you give the option to. If you do not one-shot her creature, she will heal it if it gets into the low yellow.
Yep. That's
So I
why
had to
sweeper
kill-
playstyle is best playstyle. She
I had to
can't
kill
heal
this
if you one shot it.
Roserade twice.
Yeah.
It must have been Lucario, but if it wasn't Lucario, my Garchomp probably came in and cleaned up because my Garchomp was not 10 levels below. My Garchomp was
Right.
My Garchomp was where it needed to be for the
Your
Elite Four.
Garchomp
Not for
didn't
her,
have
but
a Fire Fang, did it?
no. My
I
Garchomp
didn't think so.
had what? Dragon Rush, Dragon Fang,
Dragon
Dig
Claw,
because Earthquake
Dig,
was on.
and
Claw, not Fang. Dig and something else I didn't need.
Yeah, I don't remember
But
what
I
your
had
fourth
it
one was. Yeah.
just in case. But yeah, so that thing finally goes down, and in comes Garchomp, and I am terrified.
As you should
because
be.
For all the issues I've had up until now, this is the monster. This is the mon that inspired trauma an entire generation of Pokemon players. They still talk about this thing like it's the actual devil today.
Like Giratina, yeah.
Yeah, in a game with the actual devil, this is the problem child.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes in. I'm pretty sure it killed what it was on the field. I'm like, good, cool. It was Lucario because Lucario was always my switch in. I was gonna let it fall so I could actually bring Gastrodon in.
Right.
Gastrodon comes in and I Ice Beam, and at this point I'm like, if you survive, I'm screwed. It's gonna take 2 shots. I need you to survive 1 Dragon Rush. I just need you to survive 1. Garchomp's a bitch. It died to 1 Ice Beam. Let's fucking go. Gastrodon is my goat.
Yeah.
Gastrodon
4 times weak to ice is no 4 times weakness is like no joke. Even if you're like under level.
Gastrodon, I love me my Vulpix. I love me my Tinkaton. Gastrodon, for that one day, was my favorite Pokemon they have ever made.
Gastrodon is unironically a good Pokemon. It's just the obvious 4 times weak to grass type.
It's not great.
but other than that, Gastrodon is a pretty good. It's a water Pokemon that's immune to electricity. Like
it's on my top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
It's a good Pokemon.
I would have to sit down and figure out what my top 5 actually is, but Gastrodon is one of them.
Yeah, no, understandable because as much as I hate it, it is a good staller. Like it's
it is.
You don't even
restore toxic.
Yeah.
Restore
Protect
toxic
and earthquake or whatever.
So protect and earthquake would have been grand. What I thought I could have gotten leftovers before the Elite Four. Turns out you can only get it after you've beaten the game.
Yeah.
If you gave me restore and leftovers, I think my Gastrodon could have soloed her team. With the exception of that Rose Raid, which came in but other than
here's the thing. You don't even need toxic. You can just do recover or Aqua Ring. Protect.
I don't think Aqua Ring was removed in Gen 4.
No, it was. Sure I don't think Gastrodon had it. I think you'd have to either move, relearn it, or egg that. Because I never got that.
Regardless, just anything that restores HP, protect, stab move, and then again Ice Beam or coverage or whatever, which will be Ice Beam because it's weak to ice. But
it was introduced in Gen 4.
Toxic.
Okay.
Oh, was it? I thought it was in Gen 3. Regardless.
That thing one-shotting that Garchomp, that living legend made me feel so goddamn good. And then came in the actual factual best.
Turkey Kiss?
Yes. So, here's the thing. Matthew looked it up for me. This Togekiss, apparently, in base Platinum, has the Hustle ability. It does not have Serene Grace.
Oh, now, so you just got RNG then.
What is interesting is I was not playing on base. I was playing on Platinum's first revision.
Oh, okay, right.
So I'm pretty sure it fucking did.
It'd have Serene Grace.
Yeah, because
the amount of flinches that you took.
Let's just say it hit me 10 times. Maybe it hit me more, maybe it hit me less, but let's say 10 times. I got to move 3 times. So it had a 70-ish% flinch rate on top of doing, I don't know, an unreal amount of damage.
So an actual good amount of damage because it's air slash, and stab as well.
I did everything in my power to keep Gastrodon up. I was, after what it did to Garchomp, and really what it did to Crasher Wake, I wanted this thing awake when we entered the Hall of Champions. Because I thought to myself, if I beat Garchomp, surely this Togekiss won't kill me.
Yeah, so it's
crits and flinch me.
Yeah, so Togekiss is the third wall if Togekiss is faster than you. Which is, well,
Which against a Gastrodon, yes, what, bud?
Yes, exactly.
So
She's got 3 walls and an ace. That's so fucked up.
I think I put of the 27 high potion or super potions I used. No, hyper potions. I want to say 10 of them
Cannon.
went into this Gastrodon trying to get it to the end. And
Yeah.
eventually, I just gave up. I just said, you win. It's not going to out. You're going to flinch it again. Flinch, Ice Beam, flinch. God damn it. Down it goes. Brought in Garchomp. Garchomp's fast as hell. One Dragon Rush, the damn thing died.
Yeah.
Cue Confetti.
Yeah.
I get this fight. I think a younger me, well, certainly a younger me in the position that I forced myself to be in with set play and with the level disadvantage could never have beaten Cynthia. It wouldn't have happened. I would have lacked the ability to know to be an absolute horrific bastard and just stall.
Yeah.
But a younger me would have had time to grind up to level 80 or whatever and just absolutely run over top of her.
Exactly right.
I see why she's the queen. I see why she has the reputation she has. I see why when people saw Volo in Arceus, they shut their pants. I get it. I would like to not deal with that again.
So, when are you going to fight Cynthia in Gen 5?
Someone cracked the joke, and I said, Jesus, they brought her in the next game to traumatize people?
Yeah, she has a fucking beach resource house to herself, because obviously Le Champion.
Because she's the best, she's the strongest champion in the Pokemon world. She is loaded.
And if you go into her house, you are forced to fight her. There's no, let's keep her for another time. No, if you go into her house, you're in for a fight. No ifs or buts. It's so fucking funny.
That's so funny. I agree. I think Cynthia is the best champion. I think she clears Red if they fight at even levels. I think Red may seem like the more difficult fight because I believe when you fight him, his levels are much higher than Cynthia's. But I think at even levels, I think Cynthia sweeps him.
Oh, definitely, because Red's team doesn't include anything with fairy moves to get through Spiritomb.
Yeah, I mean, neither did I. Yeah, I don't think Red has an answer for Cynthia's team. Maybe Red takes a couple mons, but Red is not having a good
I don't know.
If Cynthia leads with Garchomp,
is absolutely
he doesn't get
taking out Garchomp.
No, it's not fast enough.
Yes.
And it's not
tanky enough. It's tanky enough.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Oh.
Is it?
Nah.
So, like, I still think. Well, Garchomp. I mean, if it does get the ice, if it gets the ice cream off, it might take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like Garchomp doesn't have Thunder Fang. He doesn't have type coverage for water, except for possibly maybe Grass Knot, but like that's a weird gimmicky. Yeah, no, that's weird gimmicky. Yes, and again, no coverage for water. Blastoise is tanky enough to tank, a stab Dragon Rush, right? And as you saw for yourself, Dollet, Ice Beam just fucks.
It does, to be fair. Regardless, like I said, even if Cynthia loses 1 or 2 mons, Cynthia's winning that fight. As a child, I beat Red. As a child, I am not beating Cynthia. I beat Cynthia because my brain is fully formed, and because I am exceptionally cheesy. Because I'm just toxic. Not that toxic helped me in that fight because I got rid of it, but the concept. Yeah. I just stole my way to victory. Regardless, what I have learned is that I don't really want to play another old Pokemon game right now. I need a break. I am playing a Pokemon game, but it is a Pokemon game made for babies like me, playing Sword. God,
you should
game
definitely
is so easy by comparison. Holy crap!
You should definitely play 3, because you've never played 3, correct?
I've started it. I only ever get as far as Dad before something happens and I have to leave.
Yeah, right.
Emerald is on my to-do list, and because everyone has talked about it, Black is on my to-do list, or White. I don't know. That Gen 5 is on my to-do list.
Yeah.
So like those two
So,
games, because people keep saying the story
side
is that
note
good,
for-
and I'm like, it's probably that good for a Pokemon game. I don't know if it's that good, but
For Black and White and Black White 2, it is a continuous story from 1 to 2, but I believe you're supposed to play the opposite color when you play 2 that you played for 1.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, okay.
So if you play black, you should be playing white too. If you played white, you should be playing black too.
why
Because-
is this the case?
Because for some fucking reason they inverted the colors. So if you're playing black, you're going to get Reshiram. If you're playing white, you're getting Zekrom. But in the sequel, black and white is black and white.
Oh, interesting.
It's something very fucking stupid.
Well, okay. I mean, it's on my list of things to do. It'll be a while. I need to get the stupid out of my brain. I have built up. I had to try way too hard and sweat way too hard against Cynthia. I will be finishing Sword, which is, God, it's easy, and I have thoughts about that I wanna write down. And then I want to play a mod for Scarlet called Compass, which rebalances the game considerably. I don't think it's meant to make it hard, but I was fighting people with 6 Pokemon before I got into town, so
yeah. Interesting.
maybe that game is also better than I think. I still think, and I thought this, I said this before. When people were talking about Sword recently and being really generous, my thoughts kind of went to, I feel like this is nostalgia talking. We can't already be willing to forgive Sword. I wanted to start playing like, this game has a lot of flaws, but it's got a couple of nice things, especially after playing Scarlet. And Scarlet, I have to go through and I have to just not hate my entire time. The only thing that saved me with Scarlet was the final act and Tinkaton.
Bro, I legitimately don't understand how Scarlet and Violet weren't the first gen to have voice acting, because there's so many scenes where I'm like, there should be a voice here.
I think that should have started with Sword and Shield, but
I agree. I actually agree with you.
I don't know how we're still doing this. It's not. It's like, they can't even say we don't put voices on these characters. We allow you. No, because the anime
you're gonna Pokemon anime. What do you mean?
You're gonna put voices on them. Like, you know what? Do the other thing I don't like, because I'll give it to you in this case. Just shut the main character up. They don't get to speak. Everyone else gets to speak.
Yeah, exactly right.
Anyhow,
but
that's
yeah,
what I think
yeah, no, I agree. Like, Sword and Shield should have had voice acting, but it would have been fine if that gen with those cutscenes and graphics didn't have voice acting. And then the next gen, they were like, you know what? Since we're actually, since we're, doing cutscenes and all that, maybe we should add voices to these characters. But no,
I don't know, man.
Just like,
I think Sword and Shield looks better than Scarlet. I think it's presented better than Scarlet and Violet.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't played Sword and Shield. I've only played Scarlet for the,
like, Sword and Shield is it's not great. It's got a lot of issues. It's presentation, aesthetics, people, aesthetics, not the words on the page. The way it looks and the way the camera works.
Yes,
it's really good.
Right.
I have made no secret about it. I don't like the way Scarlet and Violet look. I think it's really generic, pulled back where we open worlded it, and it looks like an open world game. Whereas at least it feels like there was direction in Sword and Shield.
Right.
Shame there was no direction on that scripting. That's it's so bad.
I want to interject here.
I love that they sound like English people, but
I want to interject here because we were talking about Pokemon story. As I have wrapping up the story in Sun. And if Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is just supposed to be the same story, but more added on to
a little bit.
Yeah, more added on to and polished a little bit. Sun Moon probably honestly second best story in a Pokemon game. Like, it's really good. I've really enjoyed it. Like, I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I have.
I'll say this to disabuse you of the notion of Ultra, because I also played Sun and Moon and not Ultra Sun and Moon. So I had to look up what the big difference was, why people didn't like the changes that were made in Ultra. Hey, do you remember that really cool fight you had with Lusamine at the end?
Yeah, you don't get that no more.
You don't get that, and they change her character up a little bit.
Yeah, because she's the good guy now for some reason.
So,
well, that's disappointing. Well, then base Sun and Moon's really good.
And I don't think the Necrozma stuff that was explained to me. Again, I will admit I didn't play through it. Maybe playing through it, there's little pieces of writing that make it better. I didn't think that the stuff that was added about Necrozma was very good, or any of the people in those weird suits. They felt, God, it felt bad.
Yeah, well, maybe not Ultra then, but base Sun and Moon probably second best I've experienced. It's been really good.
I appreciated it, and I appreciated it. And the reason why I brought up Lusamine is because I appreciated strictly for her for a bunch of reasons. Not because her writing is like God tier or anything. No. She is just an interesting character. She is flawed. She is horrible. She is abusive. She is being used by an elder. She's so fucking good. She's not
that's in a
good,
Pokemon
but
game.
she's amazing. This holy shit! Like that's what blows my mind. Like really, we were willing to allow this. Why did we suddenly go back to being too scared to be interesting? Why did we?
Yeah,
step
exactly
back
right.
that?
Like imagine if she was in literally any other franchise. Like, just
She's a Bloodborne character, by the way. That's what this is.
She is, yeah.
Like people will yell at me for that because it's a Pokemon character, and I get it. But she lost her husband, she lost her children, weird aliens started speaking to her and poisoning her in her mind. She goes crazy, she's abusive, she starts fighting for herself, she starts fucking abusing animals and stasising them. This is a Bloodborne character. And then when you fight her at the end, she is the Eldritch being. She is literally merged with a great old one. What are you doing in a Pokemon game? What happened here? Why was Sword and Shield so bad by comparison?
I have no idea. Like,
also, by the way, the Platinum story was quite good. It wasn't amazing, but it was quite good for a Pokemon story. I did like.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Nat, what have you been getting up to? Anything interesting?
No, not really. No, go back to Dollar.
No, nothing interesting been going on.
Interesting or not, what have you been getting up to?
So I've been playing World of Warcraft, retail. That's been fun because Justin and I have been just PvPing and all that, and leveling alts and all that. We've also been playing StarCraft 2 because that's also fun. Protoss main apparently. Yeah, so back in high school, I've never played StarCraft 2, but I was like, oh, out of the three factions, what would I play? What would I play? I'll be like, Zerglings, and all that shit. Turns out I prefer Protoss and Artanis and all that, so yeah.
Funny enough, I'm like the opposite. I really like the theme of Protonis and all of them, and I play Zerg.
That's just a Blizzard shield. Yeah, at this point I am a Blizzard shield. Don't play Midnight. Anyway, JK. Midnight's probably fine. It's just the cinematic was fucking god awful. I've also started replaying Final Fantasy 11 again. New character on Bahamut, so that's fun. What else? Oh yeah, I started like rewatching. So today I just finished Journey Abroad, which is you go to each capital and do a mission for them in order to get a Vengeance certificate. Right. Yeah. So I finished before an hour before starting this podcast episode, I just finished Bastok, so I'm on my way to Windurst.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I also started rewatching Naruto because I was just bored and kind of want to rewatch Naruto. And it's just mind blowing how simple early Naruto is compared to the absolute batshit craziness that is Boruto. Sorry, Naruto's dad's son, Boruto. Um,
I'm sorry,
just
do you mean Boruto's dad's son? Boruto?
son Boruto. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I did Bleach. I'm not technically done with it. I still gotta do the. I'm assuming it's the Soul King arc, which is the very last one.
1,000-Year Blood War.
The one that they're animating right now?
Oh no, okay, no. Episode like 300 and something all the way to 366. That's actually like
Jesus Christ, Bleach went that long?
A lot
Yeah.
of filler. A lot of filler.
366. And then you've got the movies and the 1,000-Year Blood War stuff.
Yeah, 1,000-Year Blood War is the actual final arc.
Yeah, so like the actual normal Bleach, the very last like actual canonical arc is what I'm up to, and then I'll be finished with Bleach.
Okay, so the end of the Aizen arc.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming it's the end. Yeah. Anyway, regardless, so been watching Naruto, and
I know. There's another arc after 1,000-Year Blood War. He's working on it.
It's actually quite interesting because I actually genuinely like the Waves, the Land of the Waves arc.
In Naruto?
And the reason why, yeah, Naruto, and
The Zabuza arc?
Yeah.
Oh, it was good.
That is a widely held feeling. Everyone loves the Zabuza arc.
Yeah, but like, the reason why I say that is because everyone fucking glazes either Shippuden or the later stages of Boruto. Boruto's another fucking
Really,
subject.
I'll be honest, I've not actually heard any good things about Boruto. I've heard a lot of people saying that shit should have ended at Naruto.
Current Boruto's
should've,
pretty good. Current
but
Boruto's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, but yeah, exactly that. I've been hearing like, oh, the current arc for Boruto is pretty good. I'm just
I
like,
didn't know that.
no, thank you. But yeah, no, like the Land of the Waves arc, I actually really like because Naruto and Sasuke actually like teamwork together, and it's actually kind of fucking cool in my opinion. Like this was before all the whole, power scaling in Chidori and Rasengan and all that shit. These two like actually work together, and Sakura has been just a background character like usual. Like it was fucking awesome. And yeah,
fair enough.
yeah. I'm currently on the tuning exam, like at the actual fun part of the tuning exams. The
the second half of the tuning exams are really good.
Yeah, the preliminary fights. I literally just finished off. I forgot what it was, but I'm at the start of Naruto versus Kiba.
The worst part of that.
So that's gonna be cool.
Like honestly, that was the worst fight in that entire section.
No, the worst fight is literally Sakura versus Ino because holy fucking stalling, bro.
I still think it's more interesting than Naruto and Kiba.
No, holy stalling, holy flashbacks, Naruto, like god damn. Awful, absolutely awful. One thing I would like to mention, Shino, the bug guy. So in the English dub, he literally sounds like the fucking nerd emoji, right? But in the Japanese dub, he actually sounds kind of like a fucking Chad. Yeah. He actually sounds kind of cool, and I'm just like, god damn, Shino.
Shino's supposed to be a really like cool, quiet character. Is the theme for him? I don't know what the
problem is. He's written by Kishimoto, who gave up on all of his side characters.
That's so true.
It's very true.
So true. But yeah, like when he was just like talking to the sound guy. I'm just like, God damn, like, it actually sounds kind of cool. Unlike the literal nerd emoji in the English dub for voices. I don't know. I just find that funny. I'm so used to hearing the English dub of Naruto that rewatching this in the Japanese dub, I'm just like, I can, like there's some voices that work with characters. There's some that really don't work with, but yeah.
Have I watched a like mainstream? Well, I guess I am watching a single mainstream shonen right now. On is it shonen? I think it's shonen.
Mm-hmm.
Gachiakuta.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's a shonen. It's pretty good. I keep up watching anime every season, but yeah, man,
I'm so sorry to hear that, Matt.
Why? I enjoy it. I watch them. They're good. Well, the ones I watch, I watch, I enjoy are good, anyways. I do highly recommend Silent Witch, if you're a fan of fantasy, because it's just a fantasy and it's really good. And if you do like isekais and you only watch the ones that are slightly, on the good side, Water Magician is
Overlord.
pretty good. There's my 2 recommendations. I will move on from that.
All right. And pretty much I've just been chilling, waiting for the inevitable move and all that, waiting to finally get the green light to be like, all right, time to clean up the house and get going and all that shit.
Right.
Just waiting, playing the waiting game. It's so fun. I fucking love it.
Yeah, waiting game does suck. I get that. I was waiting to get the room done, so I feel that. It was waiting. But it's done, so there you go. And it'll come, it'll be done. And I don't envy you on the moving. I've had to move so much furniture and so much stuff so many times. I'm so tired of moving. Like, it's like, yeah, one day I'll have to move again. But I really don't want to think about that day. I really don't want to think about that day. Not because it'll be more expensive, whatever it is. It's because I just don't want to move everything.
That's the physical part. It's because it's get up. You have to immediately do it. You got to do it for all fucking day, and then you can finally stop at the afternoon, evening sort of thing.
Sucks.
There's just so much fucking shit. Yeah. Also, one thing I really want to bring up real quick. You guys have played Bobas, correct? Dota, League, all that.
I've played Dota 2 and League, yeah.
Yes. Solid? I mean, I know the answer, but I just want to hear it from him.
Yes.
Have you had... Yes, okay, I was going to say, have you had a kitten in League before Dota?
I was thinking, because I was like, it's been so long, but I played the right roles. I played top lane. More importantly, I played ADC. So, yes.
Oh, that's not the right role, but regardless. Anyway,
is it not?
So, no, ADC is not.
But you are the kitten if you're on... Maybe I fundamentally misunderstand
No, kitten is support. Daddy is ADC and top.
Well, no, correct. Yes. I was not the kitten. I had one.
Okay. Anyway, regardless. So today on the PTR, Riot Games / League of Legends are playing around with WASD as movement instead of right clicking.
Oh fuck! Right, this is gonna happen. That's so weird.
So, what are your thoughts on that? Like, because it sounds kind of cool. I'm gonna be real with you for League right now, but for MOBAs and all that. I don't know. Do you prefer right clicking, or do you think WASD is gonna be better overall?
So, as someone who has played League before, and who understands that it's been around since 2009 ish.
Yeah, 9, something like that. So it'll be
that's
the Rising,
insane. Yeah, that's insane that we're waiting until the year of our Lord 2025 to do this. That's bizarre to me. But realistically, from someone who plays video games on a computer, yes. Yes, absolutely do this. Holy shit. Do you understand the
Okay, so
biggest bar to entry for playing this game is is like actions per minute?
yes.
As
Yeah, no,
someone
no.
whose main source of playing MOBA as a like a style of game being Smite, where you have like actual movement.
Movement.
That's not like clicking. Yeah, that's I'm for it. That honestly was the thing that kept me from really getting into it when it was new. Is just like
Okay,
I don't enjoy this style of gameplay with
No.
the clicking movement. But if you take away the
The
okay,
only
clicking
thing
so
keeping me
movement,
from getting into
I,
it was the fact
I,
that I couldn't ward for crap and I would just get ganked.
okay, cool. So I'm glad because I thought I was crazy because when I first had it, I was like, wait, this is actually going to be good because you don't have to. A lot of pros are going to say, oh, it comes second nature. I was like, yeah, no shit. You have like over 9,000 hours and you only started like 2 fucking months ago, right? Anyway, regardless, like if you're using a MMO mouse or a MOBA mouse, everything's on the fucking mouse, and then you have literally 6 buttons to press on the fucking keyboard. But now that everything
Yeah.
is slightly going off from mouse into keyboard, and you would have more precision with your mouse if you switch over to WASD
So
movement.
it's interesting that you say that because now that I've had to think on this for a couple of moments, are they doing this so they can integrate controller support?
I have
Is that
no
what this
idea
is?
because I have
Do they?
not heard of a theory like that yet.
Yeah. So I don't see the reason why a game that's already been around for more than 15 years, or around 15 years anyway, to do this.
Right.
They are in the back end of their life cycle, right? Either you're going to
Mm-hmm.
make a new game, you're either going to make a new game with this new setup, or you're adding this because you want something else. You're not adding this for keyboard players. If you wanted that, you'd have done it a long time ago.
Right.
Um,
I think they are kind
so
of doing it for keyboard players because even though they have scrapped it and they technically said they're still doing it, the the still making the MMO, so it would naturally, I'm assuming that it's going to be WASD, so it would be more comforting when you're switching between both games that it's
I
just the
suppose.
one controller schematic.
So my thought was actually that if you do, and this is I'm pissing into the darkness here.
Right.
You do this so you can enable controller support, so you can
Mhm.
then port League over to consoles.
PS5, yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly right. I mean, they've done it with mobile. Like there is just straight up mobile port. Well, I wouldn't say port of League. What is
No,
it
no,
called? Wild
right,
Rift
right.
or some shit
So
like that.
yeah. Here's the
Wild
thought,
Rift,
but they're
yeah,
not doing that, right?
Yeah,
They're not
thank you.
making
or Mobile
another
Legends.
port.
Mm.
They're making this part of the main
Main the main
program,
game.
right?
Yeah,
So that
yeah, yeah.
means that they don't want to make another game for this, which is what if this was just a case of we want the console people to be able to play League 2, I assume they would just
Mhm.
give them their own version.
Right.
I think they want this to be going forward. I don't know. I
I
think this
think
is
you're on the
to
right track here,
centralize.
Dalit,
Yeah, I think this is
because
to centralize their player base,
because
so they don't have to break it up any further.
I feel like Riot, because I don't think it wants to do the Dota 2 to Smite 2 thing. I think they want to keep League and just keep going with it
As
instead
League.
of making a second MOBA to build off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Right.
shouldn't do that though. Riot did what all startups do. They built their foundation on spaghetti code, and they
Yes,
really
exactly right.
should just make a better foundation. Like they should do the idea that they have now in 5 years after they've re-released League on a actual meaningfully stable situation.
Exactly right.
That's just me. It's also how I feel about WoW. WoW needs to have WoW too. They need to stop adding on to the bones of WoW.
Yeah, World of Warcraft should go into whatever's, the next for the Warcraft franchise. I don't disagree to that, but
I'm not saying these two things are the same. I'm just saying I have the same feeling on both of them. Like when you take a game to its like logical extreme, and I think 15 years for a game that you made that looked like League did when it came out. I feel like I had an expiration date on it, and I think that expiration date was like 5 years ago, personally. So, but clearly I'm wrong, and clearly, I mean, you're right. They do just want to be able to keep building on to it, and have
it seems
the
that
main
way
game
anyways.
running forever.
Yeah.
Also, with characters that can do 10 billion things at once, maybe having a simple control mechanism is actually a good idea, because there are some characters whose Q is the entire Q, the whole, every attack that another champion might have had. They're so
or a
loaded
simple
now.
ability might have been an ultimate of an older character, because that's been
Yeah,
happening.
an ultimate, their whole kit,
Senna.
frankly. So, yeah, fair.
But yeah, no, I just thought it would be interesting because it's like, where the fuck are you going to put the W ability? Because obviously they're going to have to rebind that to something else. I mean, it could just be QET, like just shifted over, but
Shift
yeah,
over
no.
one, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I personally think, as someone who's been playing Dota, I've also been playing Dota, by the way. I've got to mention that. That, I wouldn't be against having WASD movements and be more precise with my skill shots over trying to do 10 fucking things on a single mouse.
Sure.
I agree. I think it's good. I mean, that's, like I said, that was the thing that I liked, the style of MOBAs, the gameplay, like the gameplay loop itself. I enjoyed that, but I didn't enjoy the clicking, and that's why I never really got behind League, because I wasn't good with the movement. There are other reasons, because like I wasn't fully comprehending everything because it was all new to me at the time, and then add in that, but played Smite quite a bit for a while, and having the more controlling with a thumbstick, actual like being able to control my movement fluidly,
more robust movement. Yeah, exactly.
And and then I was able to actually like enjoy a MOBA for what it's worth, and I was able to actually learn the things that I didn't understand, when I tried League, because I was able to actually get behind the controls and get a feel for it. So I think it's a great addition. Long overdue addition though. So I'm kind of curious, like Dalit, I'm kind of curious what makes them want to do this now. If it is the thing I said,
this isn't
or
just
his
this isn't
theory,
just
or
kindness.
what. Yeah, it is a curiosity.
Is League doing well?
Yeah.
Which is a stupid question. I know financially it's doing fine, but like, is it player base doing well?
Yeah.
I genuinely have no idea, because
Worlds is still the biggest event.
Yeah, but that's
the year.
Yeah, but that means people are watching. I mean, are people playing?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, I don't know. Like,
because if they're starting to bleed a player base, my assumption is the other option for this is you do make controls easier, so you can widen that player base again. Because if people aren't playing, people aren't buying skins.
Let's see, League of Legends live players in this moment, 311,000 players actively playing currently. Daily players, 3.2 million different accounts active today, and monthly 13 million.
That seems like it's good numbers. I assume it's.
I'd say that's pretty good.
They are
300,000 actively playing right now.
Yeah, but my question wasn't how much people are playing, is have they lost players? So how many people were playing this time 2 years ago. I
It's
suspect that this is pretty good, though.
possibly they are actually gaining players because it is
sick.
getting closer to Worlds and all that, and people.
Okay,
You know
fair
how
play, fair play.
I still follow them. I think Koreans are doing rounds right now for who the fuck is getting to Worlds. So
Okay.
again, I think they're gaining players simply because of the world hype.
So
I think
looking at the statistics, you have to take this with a little bit of a in the thing I'm looking at is saying this. Take I guess like a grain of salt, however you want to phrase that.
Sure.
Around the early 2020s, you were looking at 152 million monthly active users in League of Legends. But this is also like during and post the pandemic. So
yeah.
And then now you're looking at around last year being the only complete year, average of 132 million active players. So a 20 million drop off from the early 2020s to last year, but then early 2020s kind of had that huge spike in the sense that everybody was at home.
Yeah, no company will ever be as no game company will ever be as prosperous as they were during the bubble. This is fair.
Yeah, exactly. So the numbers are a little skewed in that regard. I think this year will kind of be the big tell to see how far the drop off has been. If we see another significant drop off after this year and what the average monthly player is like there. But this year has to finish first. So 132 million for last year. See what it looks like in 2026. Are we still sitting at around 132 million? Then it's probably doing just fine, I suspect. Is it doing lower? Maybe not so fine then.
I will say this whilst we're on the topic of Riot before we move off. Fuck them for killing off Riot Forge. Cowards.
Agreed.
With the exception of the Echo game, which I didn't get a chance to play, mostly because everyone said it was bad, I enjoyed every game they put out.
I didn't get to play them, but everybody said they were good for the most part, and I thought the ones I saw looked really good. So yeah, I just agree.
I'm so disappointed that Riot, maybe no one was buying it, but those games were so good, and it made me give a crap about that universe again. But they killed that off. They don't support the card game very well anymore because it's not profitable. It's just the MOBA, and they have everything, all the hopes and dreams pinned on this MMO, which I'm an old man now. I don't think I'm going to play the MMO. I mean, I might start it just to see, but I don't think that's a thing that I stay with.
If it ever actually comes out.
Yeah.
They did just restart, so...
That's fair.
But yeah, why would you support a game mode, or not game mode, a game that doesn't make money when they could try selling you $500 skins, Dollar? Don't you want to pay $500 skins?
No, I hate the fact that people do
skins.
Yeah, I hate the fact that people do, and so that is actually legitimately their best COA. That is their best course of action for staying hyper profitable. And don't get me wrong. Hey, again, I play gachas. I love big titty waifus. I do. I just think I would also like to see them in a game where I could see them, because what are you buying those skins for? To see the top of their head and their hands?
Mostly for the spell effects, let's be real here, not the actual
That is true,
itself.
though. I will give you that. The VFX team and, frankly, the art team have been hard carrying Riot their entire lives, with the exception of those first 2 years. That was
here's the thing, right? If you had two choices, you spend $500 and you buy multiple skins, regardless of the price, it just adds up to $500. Or the second choice is paying $500 for one decently made skin. What would you choose? Would you choose?
That Ari skin was gorgeous. You are not getting me to pay more than $40 for it.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone would choose, I would rather pay $500 purchase multiple,
I'd rather get the suite of
good-looking
every other
skins.
of the skin you've had. I would rather get that awesome Lux skin, which I still think is the best skin they've ever made.
The
I think it's
Elementalist Lux,
Elementalist.
or
Yeah, it's a cool skin.
Yeah.
I never played it, so I might actually just be riding on like what they did. Like they built that for hype. The hype worked on me. I was like, Jesus, you get a lot of stuff in that. That is an insane bang for buck.
But yeah, just quickly going back, people are mostly just paying for the visual effects and all that, and the spell effects, because
I get
cool.
it. I just, God, the Ruined King was my favorite thing that Riot's ever done, and League itself isn't even third on this list because it's Ruined King. It is Legends of Runeterra was the card game. I hate card games. I loved Legends of Runeterra. God, it was so good. It expanded the lore so much, and I found myself caring about knowing things. And that following that is Teamfight Tactics. I guess and then maybe League. And I think if it's League, it's like ARAM or something. I can't be to play the actual game mode anymore.
Well, it's definitely not Twisted Tree Lines, because that's no longer
rest in peace for 9 years, 6 years,
something like that. Yeah. No, I just wanted your thoughts on WASD on.
I'm sorry,
but I completely forgot about. No, it's fine. But I actually completely fucking forgot about Smite, because I also played Smite, and that was also WASD and all that. Rest in peace, Dominion.
It is just one of those. I don't know. If they added controller support, there's a part of me that would be like, maybe poke at it, but even then I'm just kind of like, but no, because it's the only people that really play are kind of sweaty now. And it's something my brother and me were talking about this last weekend, because he's been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. And then we were talking about this, a couple of us, and it's like, Marvel Rivals is a fun game, sure, but it feels like you can't just play it to have fun. You have to play sweaty if you actually want to.
I mean, that's what all those competition games devolve into. Deadlocked face the same thing. Smite face the same thing.
It's all the thing. You're never playing. Remember, when you're playing games like this, you're never playing the game you're playing. You're playing the accumulation of every game in that genre. When you're playing Deadlock, you're playing against people who play Overwatch and people who play League. So they are by default better than you. I also find myself not enjoying playing games like that for a very similar reason. I don't enjoy that I am at a skill point where I am just good enough to know what I'm doing, but just bad enough that I can't break through any higher, and I'm getting paired with people who can.
It's just, I guess it's a downside to competitive based gaming in general, but
it's true. It's the same thing. I'm running into this in fighting games too. I'm at a point where I am good enough that I am fighting people who are going to be much better than me, but I am part of their growth, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah, and like it devolves down to how much time you put in a game. Because obviously, if you're working 2 jobs, you're not gonna sweat out the literal fucking grind of getting better. And also getting better, and also like just learning new stuff and all that shit. And it's just
I guess
you're at a disadvantage. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I mean, I guess, but it's just, I don't know. When I played Smite, I wasn't actively trying to get better, but I was still able to play and enjoy the game just fine, without having to worry about it. And I won some matches, I lost some matches, but I had a good time. And it's in that same genre of games, so I don't know. I just feel like.
But the question now becomes: is it an issue with, like, you just don't like going up against sweaty people, or there's an expectation of your team that everyone will be at this level, and you're like, I just want to have fun.
I think that's kind of it. I think it's. When I was playing Smite, I was playing with a team, and we were mostly playing to have fun.
But when you're with randoms, it becomes both.
Yeah, but we did good. We won some. It was fine. It's not like we didn't take a match seriously, but we were also, just
Sure.
enjoying ourselves. Where like, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you.
I do get it. Like, you used Rivals. Let's use Rivals as a base. It was fun. Actually, hold on. Let me go back to Overwatch really quick. It was fun when Overwatch was new, because the only people who were ever going to be good at that were playing like Team Fortress or something.
Right.
So the overall skill ceiling of everyone was lower. We were all learning together. It was fun. It was exciting. Now that Rivals has come out, people have been playing Overwatch for however long Overwatch has been around for. Everyone is not starting at the same area. The ceiling for these games is so high, and the floor is now also much higher. It's not lower. It's actually more difficult to get in because you are expected to know things that everyone just knows now.
Yep.
This is skill. This is skill that you can carry over from other games. What do you mean? It's just like Overwatch. Do this, that, and the other. You've been playing that, so you're right. Everyone is getting more sweaty. We actually see a lot of this in normal sports too. People have just kind of gotten better, and you can't just be talented now. That won't get you anything. The amount of time and effort you have to put in. Talent is no longer a factor. If you make it to the league, you are talented. Everyone here is talented. You're not special. You either have to be LeBron James, freak of nature good.
You got to be a prodigy.
Or you have to be Kobe Bryant, diligent about your work ethic.
Yeah.
So, like, natural talent and just, like, having fun, and that's not a thing anymore. And it's not a thing, like I said, it's not a thing anymore for multiple aspects. We're just finally seeing it in gaming now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because that's kind of the purpose of games, to have fun, and that's kind of the purpose of like sports too. Really, is to have fun. But people ruin things.
I wouldn't say have fun. I mean, like, professionals do it for a fucking job. They want the money. They don't care
but
about
originally
fun.
sports were just a thing people did for fun.
I mean, yeah.
So that's just the way of it, I guess. But I mean, it doesn't affect me too much. Like I said, I have a plethora of games that I need to play and work through. So many games. Like I said, there's a reason I've not been in any rush or any super interest to go back to 14. I have so many games on my plate right now to play through and work through that I'm like I like 14. I can get the time. Got other things I really want to play, and I'd rather play them. In all honesty, they did announce the FanFest dates for 2026. So we're gonna be seeing our first look at whatever comes after Dawn Trail. So if it looks interesting enough, or if something from one of the FanFests really catches my attention, maybe I resub, maybe I get back to playing. But I don't know. I still love 14, but it's one of those things. I just have so many games I want to play, and there's so many good games coming out. I don't know. I've been streaming a lot this week pretty regularly. If that continues, maybe I'll have more time to play games. So we'll see what happens, and I'll be able to do it all. But got to catch up a little bit first before I can do it all. Because oh boy,
exactly right.
I'm in that catch up. But I said we would do maybe talk a little bit about some other things, but I think our catch up really kind of covered it really nice today. So I think that is where we will call the episode, listeners. We really appreciate everybody hanging out, listening, as always. Any of you listeners been up to anything interesting, you let us know in the comments down below. And we just really appreciate you all for being here, as I've already said. But, I want to say it again because we really appreciate it. And if you do enjoy it, if you want to help, continue to do good and that kind of thing, I guess, tell your friends, share it around, hey Joe, I got this really cool podcast to listen to. It's just 3 dudes being idiots talking about random crap. You might like it, so however you want to sell that to your friends, you should give a share.
Yeah.
But thank you again, as always, listeners. I'll say it 100 more times because we really do appreciate it. And but yeah, until next time, goodbye. Peace.
Goodbye, everyone. Jesse, meet me in duo queue for ranked in Dota 2 in 10 minutes.
Be good.